Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dog's YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive-Thru. Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who will be on the show for today. All right, we got Chris Ruffolo with us stretching out here. We got getting his pre-show stretching going on. Our Ninos. We've got Shane Mickle, center square, Alex Smart, Tony Brown. He's sweating his Dodgers tonight. Of course, Big Al McMordie. And of course, we've got James Clark as well. Here's how they're going to line up for tonight. Smart, McMordie, Brown, Mickle, Ninos, Ruffolo, Clark, and then I will close this one up. All right, Chris, a lot of discussion here in the green before the show. We're all excited for this Eagle game and Bucks, but this Dodger-Giant Game 5, it's going to be a good one.
Absolutely. It's one of the best Thursday nights in recent memory, Tony. And so much so I decided to try something new. I decided to try, the pop in from the side for the entrance. It's just been it's an exciting Thursday. I'm ready to get the action going.
Let's get it action going exactly. All right, let's go ahead and welcome Alex Smart to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dog Trim. Alex, what's going on?
How's California treating you, Tony?
It's treating me well. I love the weather. Can't complain. It's great. 70 degrees, can't beat it. We don't get that white stuff out here, Rod always. I don't even know what that white stuff is, but we don't get it, whatever it is. Oh, I know. Look at Ruffalo's look. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern Time. NHL action. NHL Center Ice has Hurricanes hosting Islanders. Hurricanes $1.23, total 5.5.
Well, anybody that knows me knows that this is the year that I expect the Islanders. Well, my futures ticket says the Islanders are going to be Stanley Cup champions, and we've got some futures tickets with these guys, and I don't think we're going to see them very often as underdogs. GM Lou Lamoriello has compiled a pretty good team here on Long Island this year. It's a group that I really, like I just said previously, as long as they can stay healthy, of course, key players can stay healthy. They're going for a Stanley Cup. They've got the additions of Zdeno Chara and Zach Parise, two key veteran pieces for a team that's probably at their peak about now, centered by superstar Mr. Barzal, underrated star, and I think this is the year that we see him shine. They got a group of defensemen that really are very underrated, and like I said previously, also when I was talking about a futures bet on the Islanders, keep an eye on Sorokin, an amazing, amazing goaltender that's still getting better with time. Playing the New York Islanders, you're not going to get them at this kind of value very often this year, plus 110.
All right, Alex Smart here. Is this future ticket on the Islanders to win it all here? Islanders plus 110 against Carolina. All right, Chris, what say you in this one?
Oh, I like the Islanders as well. I just think that the Carolina Hurricanes, while they are a good team, you look at the goaltending. I can tell you, Frederik Andersen, one of the new faces for the Carolina Hurricanes from his time in Toronto. Well, if you're going to let him get shots on goal, the shots are eventually going to find the back of the net. And I always say the Islanders, not a team that beat themselves. They're well coached. I think getting them at plus money, like Alex said, is a steal on opening night for the Islanders.
All right, Islanders plus 110 against the Hurricanes, getting them underdog here. This one starts at 7 Eastern Time, NHL Center Ice package. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pig Dog Cream tonight. Well, we got a lot of games in NHL tonight. We got that football, baseball, a couple college football games. You're looking good here in NFL this season. 665 units of profit, all documented over at Pig Dog Cream. So if you check the site, you'll be able. Those games are graded immediately. It's all there for you to check out. What do you have going on over at the site?
We have some college football side action tonight. Of course, we have that big game between the Eagles and the defending champ, Tampa Bay. And I also have, I think, a play that Tony Brown's looking forward to. It's Major League Baseball with San Francisco and L.A. The real championship game. Is it? I don't know. Serious.
Yeah, that's right. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pig Dog Cream. 3 premium plays tonight. That big game, Dodgers, and a Giants game 5. He's got Thursday night Bucks and Eagles. And, of course, he's got a college football game as well, that Georgia South Alabama game. So get on board with that, with those 3 plays over at Pig Dog Cream from Alex Smart. Of course, you can take the winnings, go long-term with Alex. That 7-day all sports pass will get you all plays from Alex Smart here for 7 days and get you all of NFL week number 6, college football week number 7, NHL for a week. Of course, the NBA starts on Tuesday. Major League Baseball, the championship series rounds here will begin tomorrow. So a good time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass from Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. If you add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Have a great weekend, guys. Take care.
You too. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru here, joined by Chris Ruffolo. We'll continue on here on the show, and we're going to go ahead and welcome Big Al McMordie. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he sits number 1 for 2021, doing fantastic work there at Pick Dogs Premium. Alex, Al, how you doing today?
Pretty good, Rowdy. How are you doing?
Thank you very much. No relation, but yeah.
Rowdy,
I know I'm going to get called Rowdy. Roddy Piper was one of my favorites anyway. So okay, here we go. We're looking here at NFL for Sunday. It's the divisional battle between the Broncos hosting the Raiders. Denver 3.5, total 43.
Well, Tony, I don't know if you recall, but yesterday you asked me about coaching changes and what happens when in the midseason NFL teams fire their coaches or they resign. And I told you I hadn't never put that in my database. So, of course, last night I went and I researched it and I put it in my database. So I've got the results for you. Not surprisingly, there's not a lot there. If you go back to year 2000, there were 33 coaching changes, 34 if you include Mike Martz, who left for health reasons in the middle of one season, but I accepted that one. So the teams in their very next game after these coaching changes midseason NFL, they've gone 16-17 against the spread, so pretty much a wash. One of the interesting things, and I actually theorized this would happen, is if the coaching change happens earlier in the season, the teams do better than if the coaching change happens later in the season. If the coaching change happens within the first 10 games, then in that first game after the change, those teams did go 10-5 compared to 6-12 ATS in the last third of the season when pretty much those teams have packed it in. And then if you look out to the second game after the coaching change, that trend continues. The teams in the second game, if it was earlier in the season, they went 11-4 ATS. So next week, Las Vegas will be playing Philadelphia. So that could be a nice situation for the Raiders, especially if Philly comes off an upset win tonight against Tampa. And then conversely, the later firings or resignations, those teams in the second game went 7-7. So when you put it all together, if it's in the first 2/3 of the season and the first 2 weeks after the change, 21-9 ATS. So that's one reason you might want to look at the Las Vegas Raiders as a 3.5-point dog here. It's certainly not the reason I'm going to look at the Raiders. I don't really think that's compelling enough, but I want to throw out the statistics for you. For me, the more compelling reason is that Las Vegas is off a loss last week as a home favorite by more than 10 points. They were blown out by the Chicago Bears. They now go on the road and they face a division rival. And that situation is 88-56 ATS going back to 1980. The Raiders also have been very good versus Denver of late, 6-1 ATS. And the Raiders are also, I think, 12-4 ATS as a road dog versus the Broncos. So I'm going to take the 3.5 points with the Raiders.
All right, Big Al here on the Raiders plus 3.5 here against the Broncos. All right, Chris, looking here at the Raiders, divisional dog here with the Raiders. So as Al was putting out the numbers there, pretty good. A return and still questionable status here for the running back for Denver and Melvin Gordon. We don't see any injury. We don't see Josh Jacobs on the injury report for the Raiders.
No, it looks like a clean bill of health for the most part for the Raiders, which could be huge for them considering that they'll be going, like we talked about yesterday, with a new offensive play caller. And, man, it's still one of the trickier games of the week just because of that coaching change, in my opinion. But, yeah, I'm still sticking with the under here. I just need to see that both teams are kind of going to wake up offensively. But I do lean towards the Raiders getting the points here.
Yeah, I do too. I think Mayock, the general manager, was pretty strong. I think it's pretty strong. He'll have I guess he'll have his grip on this team, and I don't see anything getting out of hand here. I think the Raiders come in a professional manner. Agree here with the Raiders plus 3.5 against the Denver Broncos. This one a Sunday afternoon game at 4:25 Eastern time. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, we got that big game tonight in Major League Baseball. That Game 5, Dodgers Giants. Couple from college football, and of course the Buccaneers and Eagles. We can see Big Al here, 2,910 units of profit, 2021, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. What do you have going on over at the site?
I've got 2 football plays lined up for Thursday. Might have a play Friday. On Saturday, I should be having around 8 plays in college football, and I'll have 3 or 4 NFL plays on Sunday. So it'll be a big week. 39-16 my last 55 overall. So of course the best value is to join for a week or for 30 days and to get all of my award-winning plays. And then even better value is if you team me up with one of the other champion handicappers here at Pick Dogs, and you get all of our premium selections for a week or for 30 days. So that's what we've got going on. And today, 2 football plays, pro and college.
That's right, guys. Get on board here at Pig Dog Training with Big Al McMordie. He's got 2 plays, a Thursday night elite info play. He's got the Bucs-Eagles winner on a 13-0 ATS system. So a pretty strong play here over at Pig Dog Training on that Thursday night game from Big Al McMordie. Of course, you can always take those winners and go long-term with Big Al. As we talked about that 7-day all-sports pass, you'll get every play from Al here for the next 7 days. That's NFL Week 6, College Football Week 7, into the NHL, Major League Baseball playoffs. The NBA starts on Tuesday, so a good time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass. And of course, you can always upgrade to long-term passes, as Big Al has his NFL and college football combined season pass on Pick Dogs Premium. It would also include the postseason. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you on the show next week. And you're guesting on the weekend shows?
Always.
Always. All right. We'll tune in and get Al's plays on Saturday and Sunday. Talk to you next week.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Chris. I'll talk to you next week.
Big Al McMordie here on the Drive Thru. Tune in on the weekend shows at 10 a.m. Eastern time for Big Al's plays for the weekend. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. We're joined by Chris Ruffolo. Guys, just a reminder, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show that we talk about here during the week. It's an 11 a.m. start. You got Mitch, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, Joe Madden, and of course the YouTube members VIP. What a great value that is. You follow the link below and click it and sign up. You'll get some premium plays off YouTube from all 4 of the handicappers there. So really good value there. And of course, we always ask for your help to help us build up our audience with those likes, those thumbs up, Chris, because it really helps us build the audience for our show.
Absolutely, Tony. First of all, I thought you might be more of a Ricky Steamboat or a Jimmy Snuka guy, but that's neither here nor there. But like Tony said, we do appreciate all the love and support, because at the end of the day, the people watching this, you guys, the Pick Dogs family, are the ones we do this for. So definitely keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in, because at the end of the day, it's only going to get bigger and better from here with your support. So keep it coming in.
That's I really great. Appreciate that, guys. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. It's Las Vegas, Nevada's own Tony Brown. Getting ready for that big sweat tonight, but we're going to be looking at some hockey with Tony Brown. Tony, how you doing? You're on mute, my man. You got to unmute.
I got you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I said I'm not sweating at all, man. I'm pretty confident in this game.
No, you got pretty confident. All right, he is. But we're going to look at hockey tonight because someone beat you to the punch on that Dodger game. We got the Panthers here facing the Penguins at NHL 7 Eastern time. Panthers $1.80. Look at this total, 6.5.
Yeah, it's so funny that you mentioned that first right off the bat. Like, hockey totals at 6.5 now. I remember that when they used to be 5, it was always plus money. You know what I mean? Now these guys are scoring left and right, even against the good goalies. It's just in the new NHL. It's the way they play now. It's fast. But we're not looking at the total in this one. We're looking at the actual game. And I love Pittsburgh in this spot. So let me just start with the first one. They're 1-0 already. They got off to the fast start by beating the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champs. They beat Tampa Bay so they've already got a game under their belt. They're coming into this one loose. And being the underdog, they literally have nothing to lose. Meanwhile, the opponent, Florida, they haven't played a game in almost 6 months. You know, they closed the season last time in May, and this is their first game. It's the home opener. They're going to be a little bit. It is a road game for Florida. However, since Florida played last night in Tampa, they're still in the same state. Just a small little ride over. It's not going to be too much wear and tear or too much of a factor. And the main thing is, I picked Pittsburgh. This is my futures pick for the NHL, by the way. They have 2 of the biggest stars in the game in Crosby and Malkin, and they're both out. And yet they still put up 6 goals and beat the defending champs. This team has so much depth. It's going to be crazy. Their stars back. It's going to be like when the Cowboys got Dak back. I like Pittsburgh to really make some noise and upset people for the Cup this year.
All right, Tony Brown is on Pittsburgh Penguins plus 155 against the Panthers. They do have a game it played under their belt. Panthers make their season debut, Chris.
And it was quite the opener from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Depends who you ask. Some people say that Tampa had that letdown after the banner raising ceremony, which is a positive or a profitable angle for some people. But the Penguins just shut a lot of people up, including myself. But I was looking at the over, but I want to ask Tony Brown, you're not reading anything. You don't think it was more about the letdown for the Lightning? You think that there is something here with the Pittsburgh Penguins going forward, even without Crosby and Malkin?
Yeah, I really do. I think that depth is everything. Like, everybody is so star. Washington win as Ovechkin win and things of that nature. For Pittsburgh to start without those guys, have that start, and against that team, I think that's definitely more of a Pittsburgh win than a Tampa Bay letdown. Not to mention, we spoke on this. Anybody who's watched the show or seen this, overs aren't my thing at all. Like, as soon as that puck drops, we're down until they score 7 goals. Compared to if we took the under, we literally have our bet cash until they do something. So I'm not playing the total, but if I did, I'll still play the under. At 7 goals would be a chore to beat us.
All right, Tony Brown here. Penguins plus 155 against the Florida Panthers. This one has a start time, 7 Eastern time, NHL Center Ice package. All right, Tony, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs from tonight. Well, we got that that big game tonight. It's the Giants and Dodgers game 5. Also the Bucks and Eagles in action. 2 college football games as well as a good card of hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Tonight I have 2 games. It was a full slate of game in the NHL, 10 big games. But like I said, we don't just play games to play them. We play to win money. I only took one. It's the biggest bet I'm making in the NHL. It's my NHL perfect pick. And then, of course, we got that Dodgers sample game, and you guys might be subject to that one.
All right, guys, get up over with Tony Brown over Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, 217 units of profit college football. It's all documented at the site tonight. He's got an MLB and NHL play on the board. Get on board with those. Of course, you can go long-term with Tony. That 30-day all sports pass will get you every play from Tony Brown for 30 days. Covers the rest of the Major League Baseball playoffs. So cover college football, NFL, we're into NHL. And, of course, the start of the NBA season is on Tuesday. Tony Brown was talking about the Lakers who were breaking records. Oh, my goodness. He's getting ready for the Lakers getting on as they begin the season. And, of course, he'll get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. Add a second capper to that for even greater value. All right, Tony Brown, have a great night. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. You know what Tuesday is, right?
What is Tuesday? Oh, the start of the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to be an echo. You just said that. I was like, is there something else besides the NBA going on? No, that's it for Tuesday, man.
All right. Hopefully the Dodgers will still be living, and they'll be in the next round, and we'll have no doubter.
Ye of little faith. Of course the Dodgers will still be around, man. Like, how can you win the World Series if you get eliminated now? Duh.
All right. Tony Brown's got him going. All right, Tony, have a great night. We'll talk next week.
All right, have a great one, Tom.
All right, Tony Brown here on the drive to here, done by Chris. We'll always have fun with Tony Brown and Ninos. And by the way, they're both on the show today, so we got another one to pick on. All right, let's continue on here on the drive. As a matter of fact, sandwiched in between Tony Brown and Ninos is Shane Mickle. Matter of fact, Shane's the one who has to pick on the game. So let's bring him in right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Shane, what's going on?
How's it going tonight, guys?
We're doing pretty good. Here we go. It's the big one tonight. TBS, Giants hosting the Dodgers. Game 5 elimination game for both. Giants $1.14, total 7.
Yeah, before I get to pick on this game, I just want to point out how nice it must be for Tony Brown being a Dodgers fan, talking about the Lakers setting records. As a Minnesota fan, we're just trying to figure out which way the Vikings and Timberwolves are going to find the loser next game. Oh, no. But anyways, back onto this Dodgers game. I still really like the under. The Dodgers made a pitching change. It's going with a starter in Knebel, but I still think that might actually help them. I just looked and I still don't see the Giants lineup out yet here. But if they stack heavy right-handed, it wouldn't be surprising if Knebel, went more than the 1 inning. Maybe they even throw another reliever in to, get a couple more innings before they go to Urias. But if they stack, if they don't stack it, then we'll probably see Urias in the 2nd inning, and he'll probably have basically a full start coming out of the bullpen. Logan Webb is on the mound for the Giants, and he was lights out in his last start against the Dodgers. They say it's harder facing the same team twice, but I still don't see a way the Dodgers really hit him in this game. It's a really low total here, but I'm still going to take the under.
All right, we got Shane here on the under 7 here in this one between the Dodgers and the Giants. All right, Chris, Logan Webb has been someone who's pitched well at home and whip under 1 at home.
First of all, I want to say you think it's hard being a Minnesota fan. Toronto fans have been planning the Maple Leafs victory parade for the last 54 years. So tell me about that. But, I like the under here. And mainly because, like you said, Logan Webb been lights out this season, especially against the Dodgers, a .56 home run per 9 innings mark this season. The Dodgers just aren't generating hard contact off of Webb this season. And I think this just feels like a game. How many times have we seen it in a division game, a deciding game, where a home run was really the difference, and just like a home run that kind of broke the game open? I don't see it. I see it being a low-scoring game. I see this being a game where keeping the ball in the yard and generating just contact is the name of the game tonight, and timely hitting. So I like the under as well.
Shane, we talk about here Dodgers hitting, but in the series, the Giants are hitting only $1.84.
Yeah, the Giants bats have been ice cold, and they really had to lean on that pitching, which is a big concern for them coming into this game too.
Yeah, so this will be an interesting one here. We got Shane here, Dodgers, Giants, under 7. It's Game 5. This one starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This one you'll watch over on TBS. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, we got that big baseball game tonight. We also have the NFL game between the Buccaneers and the Eagles, 2 college football, as well as some hockey up there. You're showing positive results in the NFL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got a couple different packages tonight. You got a 3-pack, which includes my college football, MLB game, and my NFL game. And also I got a 5-pack that includes all 3 of those picks, plus my 2 NHL picks for the night. Like you've been talking about earlier, the NBA season starts on Tuesday, and that price isn't going to be going down on my season pass. Hop on now and get every one of my plays through the NBA Finals. I think it's $7.99.95 on the site.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers here: 145 units of profit. NFL documented. He's got his winners tonight from his multi-sport 3-pack. He's giving you a play from NFL, college football, MLB. He also has his Thursday night NFL winner. And of course, Shane Mickle will give you the NFL season pass right now over at Pick Dogs Premium for a really low price. Get every NFL play right now. It's about $400 reduced right now. A very good value there on a long-term pass from Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium for the NFL season pass. All right, Shane, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, guys.
All right, Shane Mickle here on the Drive Thru. All right, let's continue our coverage show, joined by Chris. By the way, if you miss any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. All right, let's go ahead and welcome in the show. We're going to go ahead and bring in Ninos. We're going to give Chris a little break here as we go over to Skype and bring in Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He, too, will be sweating out this Dodger game tonight up late in Florida. So let's go ahead and bring him in right now. Ninos, what's happening?
As you said it, already sweating the game tonight. Yeah, definitely ready for it.
You're ready for it. Okay. Here we go. 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We got some hockey on the board. This is your game on NHL Network. Predators, the host of Kraken. Predators $1.23, total 5.5.
Yeah, Kraken coming off a tough 4-3 loss in the franchise debut in Vegas. They went down big early, but I really like the way they didn't give up and fought back, and actually made a game later on against one of the best teams in the league. They're up against a much weaker opponent today. The Predators will miss Pekka Rinne. He just retired at the end of last season. But Saros also had a great season. He's been a pretty good goalie for them too. That being said, Seattle did get themselves a very good goalie as well, and Philip Grubauer. So I do expect a pretty low-scoring game here. Grubauer did allow 4 goals in his first game, but again should do much better against this offense here tonight. Seattle came into the season a little underrated, if you ask me. Being a new team and all without any chemistry, but I did like what I saw out of them enough in their first game to back them here as small road dogs on the money line tonight.
All right, Ninos is going to take the Kraken here at plus 111 here against the Predators. All right, so Al, you mentioned the thing here with how Seattle looked here against Vegas, and of course Nashville nowhere near that level of the Golden Knights.
No, definitely not. I mean, you could ask some people probably coming into the season would probably told you Nashville would have been the right side here. But, they're not exactly as you said. They're nowhere near Vegas's talent level, so I like Seattle's chances tonight.
All right, Ninos on the Kraken, plus 111 against the Nashville Predators. This one has a start time, 8 Eastern time. This is your TV game on NHL Network. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Let's go ahead and bring up El Ninos here. What do you have going on over the site tonight? We got that big game from the NFL. We got Eagles, Buccaneers, the Dodgers, Giants, game number 5. A couple from college hoops and some NHL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I believe you meant college football, but so I was definitely got my play from that, and got the NFL, got 2 from the NHL tonight, as well as a pick on the baseball game. So I got a 5-pack. If you want to check that out, right now it's a great time to get on long-term pass and get these picks every day because we got lots of sports going on right now.
That's right. El Ninos with a 5-pack right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. NFL, college football, MLB, NHL. There's alphabets right now, so get on board with El Ninos with his plays at Pick Dogs Premium. They're only $40 for his 5-pack for tonight. Of course, you can always take those winnings and go long-term with El Ninos. He has the 3, 7, and 30-day All Sports Pass. As we talked about with that 30-day All Sports Pass, you get all of L's plays for the next 30 days. It would be NFL, college football, rest of the Major League Baseball playoffs. We got NHL, and of course, the NBA. Another Laker fan behind us here with El Ninos to get started on Tuesday. So good time to get on board with that 30-day All Sports Pass from El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Are you going to be on the shows for the weekend?
I believe I'm back on Sunday again, so we'll see you then.
We'll talk then. So we'll see you on the Sunday show. All right, have yourself a great night. El Ninos here on the Drive To. Let's continue on here, joined by Chris, back from his break, and just in time because now it's time for Chris's play as we got an NHL game here. A couple of teams from Canada as we got Senators hosting the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs $1.70, total of 6.
I'm telling you, that's why I had to pick this game tonight. You know, the Battle of Ontario, very near and dear to my heart, and you know, I have to tell you guys, I'm on the over in this one. And reason being, you know, we all know, well, any hockey fan knows that the Maple Leafs have some top-tier talent. We're not going to probably see Austin Matthews tonight. I had to check the injury report to make sure that I was accountable for my pick tonight. But from what it looks like, no Austin Matthews in this game because I believe he's still going to – I think I heard that he's going to be out for the first 3 games of the year. Again, always check the injury report, especially with hockey. These late game time decisions can really sneak up on you. Just ask Alex Ovechkin last night. But Mitch Marner is supposed to be still in the lineup. Still have guys like William Nylander. You know, Mitch Marner. This is just a talented Toronto Maple Leafs team. On the other side, no Matthew Tkachuk, it looks like, for tonight's action for the Senators. May pop into the lineup last minute because he just signed that contract extension ending his holdout. But they still have guys like Tim Stützle, Thomas Chabot, Connor Brown. These are 2 teams that have some depth, have a lot of point scoring ability in their lineups. And, well, they also like to score against each other. 4 of the last 5 meetings have gone over the total of 6.5, including 2 of those 4 games that went over, hitting double digits in the goal tally department. I like Peter Mrazek as a Maple Leafs fan, but I just think on a back-to-back, you're going to see some tired legs on the defensive end. And I could easily see this one being 4-3 or 5-4, which is not an uncommon scoreline between these 2 teams. I'm looking at the over in this one.
All right, we got Chris here looking over the total here. Maple Leafs and Senators over the total here of 6. Senators' chances this year, they've been having their struggles.
They have had their struggles, but as far as this, I can tell you from this game, it doesn't seem to matter how bad the Senators are in the standings or how low the expectations are coming into the season. They always seem to get up for the Maple Leafs. Now, as far as a long-term prognosis for the Senators go, do not be surprised if this team opens some eyes this season. I think they won 5 straight games to end the year last year. Finished with a near 500 record in terms of regulation play. This is a Senators team that's trending in the right direction. And if Matt Murray can get back to the form that we saw from him when he was leading the Pittsburgh Penguins in goal, the Ottawa Senators could be a dark horse to maybe sneak into the postseason as maybe that 4th seed out of the Atlantic Division.
All right, Chris on Maple Leafs. Senators over total of 6 goals. And this one has a start time of 7 Eastern time, NHL Center Ice package. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium tonight. Well, we got that NFL game tonight, Buccaneers and Eagles, Dodgers and Giants game number 5, 2 college football, some hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I'm wearing long sleeves today because it's been a little bit chilly up here, but that's okay. We're going to start heating up very, very soon because you got to go through the dark days to appreciate the bright ones. And tonight I got my 3 Sport Thursday pack. It's a trio up there. You got my best play from the MLB from that Dodgers-Giants game, the Thursday night football matchup between the Bucs and Eagles, as well as my top college play on the board. Got those up for $27.99 over at the website. Or guys, we still got the Puck Dogs duo with myself and Rod Zawacki. Got the hockey plays up tonight. Got an NHL play for you there if you want to check that out. Or the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day packages, whether it's just me or with another fantastic capper. You can pair me up with Tony and get the host duo. You get all of myself and Rod's plays, not just NHL. Anyone you see here, Alex Smart, Al Ninos, Tony Brown, Al McMordie, Shane Mickle, anyone that you see here, James Clark, anyone on the website, we're going to make you money if you pair us up. My season passes are up there as well. You're going to start seeing NBA and college hoops up there as well. College hoops, where I finished number 2 last year, and I'm coming for that crown this year at Big Al. So watch out. It's going to be a challenge for you. But definitely go check that out all over at Pick Dogs Premium. I can promise you guys, you won't regret it.
Yeah, guys, get on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. 3 Sport Thursday trio now on the board. Best bet from MLB, NFL, and college football for one low price. It is a low price. It's $28. So get on board with that 3-pack from Chris Ruffolo. And, of course, you can take the winnings, go long-term with Chris. That 7-day all sports pass, every play from Chris for the next 7 days will get you covered for NFL Week 6, college football Week 7, MLB start of the NL and ALCS. And, of course, we got Game 5 tonight, Dodgers and Giants. Of course, the NBA begins on Tuesday as well as NHL. So good time to get on board with those long-term passes. Now with all these sports overlapping, this is the time to get on board with those 3, 7, and 30-day all sports pass and add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. Let's continue on the show here, joined by Chris. It's time for some props. And we're going to get the Thursday Night Football prop from our prop guy. That's James Clark. Let me see if we can maybe squeeze out a baseball prop from him as well, too. We'll see. We'll find James over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, James didn't know I was going to ask him this, so I'll give him a little time to think about it here while I get him wired in. All right, James, what's going on?
Not much, guys. How are y'all today?
Doing great. All right, you got a prop from Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, I do, guys. I got the first touchdown prop, plus 800 here. I like Antonio Brown to score the first touchdown of the game, guys. And the reason I like this is, you've seen Brady start going a lot to Tom Brady, or see Tom Brady start going a lot to Antonio Brown here in the last few games. Well, the big reason it is, you get your 2 best defenders, is either on Godwin or Evans. And when you have your 2 best defenders on them 2, you got a super talent of a wide receiver there. And Antonio Brown, we've seen what he done in Pittsburgh. He had some struggles until he got with Tampa and settled down. I think he's back to his old self, catching touchdowns. He's done good last week, and I look for him to do good tonight and gets the first touchdown plus 800 here, guys.
All right, we got the first touchdown here from James Clark. We'll be on Antonio Brown to score here plus 800. All right, Chris, seems like pretty good value there because Brown's a target. Definitely, we're ready.
Definitely is. I mean, you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year, have scored the first touchdown in 3 games, and 2 of those touchdowns have gone to receivers or tight ends. So definitely some value with Brown. I like the angle. You take away the top 2 receivers and Antonio Brown, likely the beneficiary of that. But I'm also worried that maybe the secret's out on Antonio Brown. So maybe another Philadelphia Eagle might be glued to him. So I did one of those things where you kind of sprinkle a little bit on multiple receivers. I went with everything. I went with Godwin, Evans, and Antonio Brown. I think one of them's bound to hit if Tampa Bay gets the ball first.
All right, Antonio Brown. Go ahead.
Also, I want to throw this out there too. I was telling Tony about it earlier. I put a little bit of money on Tom Brady to score the first touchdown too. It's plus 3,900 because you see a lot when Tampa gets there on the 1 or 2 yard line. Instead of handing it off to Fournette, they quarterback sneak it to Brady, and plus 3,900. I mean, throw a little bit on that too. That's an awesome value, I thought.
Yeah, you can do it on first day. You get a PI in the end zone, get on the 1 first play from scrimmage. It'll be a quarterback sneak. You could do that there. That may happen as well. All right, James Clark here. Antonio Brown to score the first touchdown at plus 800. We'll see if we can squeeze out a baseball prop on the recap because James is going to hang out for a recap. And we got that big game 5. Dodgers and Giants. Give him something to bet on for that one on the prop side. All right, James, let's take a look.
All righty, I'll get you one.
All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, we talked about that big Giants and Dodger game here, game number 5. We also have the NFL game. We got 2 from college, handful from NHL, 312 units in NFL document from James Clark. If you go over to Pick Dogs Premium, you can check out all the plays there. They're documented. They're graded immediately at the site. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Guys, I got 2 plays in the NFL. I got a 3-pack going on. Is what I got going on. I got 2 plays in the NFL, and then the Game 5 MLB playoff game tonight. You know, everybody's looking at this game. You know, you hear it all the time. When you got 2 good teams, it's all season. Winner of this, you know, a lot of people say may win the World Series, and you know, this is a big game anyways. But I got a 3-pack going on, guys. You know, you can grab that, or you can grab 3-7 or the 30-day pack. You know, after we go 3-0 tonight, or you know, you can team me up with any of these cappers on the show. I say it every time I get on here. And I always say we got the best cappers in the world. So, you know, team me up with one of them, and we'll put some money in your pockets. And also got the NBA pack up. You know, I was ranked number 1 all year, and finished number 2 to Shane. You know, look to do the same again this year. So I got that up for $700. You get from Tuesday. It starts next Tuesday. You get from Tuesday until we crown championship, guys. So look at that, or pair me up with me and Shane and get, you know, pair us up and get all season long, both of us. You know, that'd be an awesome deal. And just pair me up with anybody, or get my own packs, guys, and we'll put some money in your pockets.
So I get money in your pocket from James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. 312 units of profit in the NFL document. He's also showing profit here in the past 7 days. If you check out James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium, he has a Thursday 3-pack money stack, 2 NFL and MLB play for you tonight. From James Clark. I'm assuming he probably has the side and total from the NFL game tonight, and a big baseball winner for you as well. And of course, you can always go long-term with James with a 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. You get every play that James releases on at Pick Dogs Premium for that period of time you choose when you go to the profile page and you make that purchase. And you can also get, as James was talking about, his NBA money-making season and playoff pass, combining the regular season and the playoffs into one pass, only $700. The NBA is a long season, a really long season. Looks like less than $100 a month for all of James' NBA plays. We're talking from October all the way to June. So a really good value there for those 8 months for $700. That's less than $100 for a month for James's NBA plays for the entire regular season and postseason. All right, James, as always, great having your show. We'll get an MLB prop for you. You'll find one for us right in time for the recap. We'll talk to you soon.
All righty, guys. I'll have one waiting for y'all, and I'll see y'all in a few minutes.
All right, James Clark here on the Drive to. Let's continue on. Of course, if you missed any of the picks, we'll do a recap at the end of the show. And of course, James was looking for a prop from the big Game 5 between the Dodgers and the Giants. We get a home run prop. Maybe it'll be a strikeout prop. Maybe there'll be a pitching. We don't know. We'll see. He's given us a lot of home run props. Maybe he'll switch it around here where everyone's thinking it'll be a pitcher's duel. We'll see how it goes. All right, now it's time for my play tonight. We're going to work here at Thursday Night Football. Eagles to host the Buccaneers. Bucks to 7-point favorite. Do your shopping. There's 7s in the marketplace. There's 6.5s. The total sits here at 52.5. And I'm going to take the dog here with the Philadelphia Eagles. A home dog at plus the 7. And my reasons here is, well, when you look at Eagles are coming off their win against Carolina. A really good defensive effort holding the Panthers at 267 yards and forcing 3 turnovers. The Eagles are home. Buccaneers are the traveling team, so there's a benefit there for the home team not facing that travel. But the issue with Tampa Bay has been their defense, where they rank last in pass defense, allowing 314 yards a game, a 73% completion rate, 7 yards per pass attempt. And you look at the Eagles' defense, holding opponents at 194 yards passing, 6.2 per attempt. Eagles are moving the football for 372 yards a game, getting 5.2 yards on the ground. Out for Tampa Bay with injuries are tight end Rob Gronkowski, along with linebacker Levante David, safety Antoine Winfield Jr., defensive tackle Jason Pierre-Paul questionable with a shoulder injury. A key component in the offensive line is center Ryan Jensen, who's dealing with a hip injury. He's questionable. Eagles are pretty much healthy on defense. I'm going to go with the healthy team here, Chris, with the Eagles at plus 7.
Yeah, Tony, I think the injury to Levante David is probably the most I'd say the biggest injury that really nobody's been talking about over the course of the week, because you talk about how well the Buccaneers have been at stopping the run this season. Well, last time the Bucs faced a dual threat quarterback, it was Dak Prescott in week 1, and they only escaped out of that with a 2-point win. So I think Jalen Hurts without Levante David chasing after him. I think he may be able to move the ball on the ground a little bit more, use his legs a little bit more, chew up some clock. That's why I'm looking at the under in this one. I do think it comes in under 50, but I think it's going to be a fantastic game tonight regardless.
All right, we're going to bring up a stat here. I didn't verify this, but I'll take the commenter on his word here, Ben Campbell. Brady 0-10 ATS on Thursday nights. Chris, did you look? Have you seen this?
I've seen something about him struggling, or the Buccaneers struggling in prime time, and I believe Rod and I talked about this. I heard 0-10 against the spread somewhere. I don't know if it's Thursday night or in prime time with Tampa Bay, but I've heard the 0-10 against the spread number somewhere.
All right, there we have a commenter, Ben Campbell here, commenting here on Brady ATS on Thursday nights. All right, guys, I have a 3-pack over at Pick Dog Cream. Get on board. We've got my top 3 plays from tonight. And of course, I'm part of the 2-for-1 cap promotion with my 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. So if you pick up one of those, add a second capper, like with Chris, with the host duo there, or we can go with James Clark, Big Al McMordie, El Ninos, Shane Mickle, who did great work in the NBA, as well as Tony Brown and Alex Smart. Good time to get on board with one of those 2-for-1 cap promotion over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Joined by Chris Ruffolo. Now it's time to do the recap, and we got James Clark. We'll get his prop at the end of the recap here. We got started here with Alex, who took the Islanders plus 110 against the Hurricanes. Al McMordie, Raiders plus 3.5 against the Broncos. Tony Brown, Penguins plus 155 against the Panthers. Shane was on Dodgers Giants under 7. Al Ninos, Kraken plus 111 against the Predators. Chris was on Maple Leaf Senators over 6. James Clark was Antonio Brown to score the first touchdown of the game at plus 800. Yours truly, Eagles plus 7 against the Bucks. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Oh, I gotta agree with Shane on that Dodgers Giants under 7. I think it's a pitcher's duel brewing tonight, and I think this is just going to be another 2-1 or 3-2 game. It's going to be highly entertaining. All
right, let's go over to James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I gotta piggyback Chris here. I like Shane's Dodgers and Giants under. Everybody say a pitching duel, and I think it's going to come down to one home run. It's probably going to win this game, and that's what I'm looking at here. So I like the under Shane's got here.
Late inning heroics here, Dodgers, Giants. I'm going to go with Big Al McMordie, Raiders plus 3.5 against the Broncos. I think Mayock has control of this team, and I think they'll come in with a good effort here against the Broncos. The Sky, it's a little different approach now here, and I like that Raiders plus 3.5. All right, before we sign off, all right, James, were you able to find a prop for us from MLB? All right, what do you got?
Yeah, I got us a home run prop. It's usually what I like to give out. I like Chris Bryant to hit a home run tonight. If you look here, Bryant is he's new to this team. He they got him in the trade, and what's more for you to hit a home run in one of the biggest games. Your team fall in love with you. And not only that, he's hit good in this series, and it's plus 340. I've seen 340 in one book and 400 on another book. So I really like Chris Bryant to hit us a home run tonight, guys.
All right, Chris Bryant is the play here for the home run here from James Clark here on the drive-through. All right, before we sign off, I wanted to clarify something. I think Ben Campbell, when we were talking about his prop, we wanted to clarify this, that it was prime time, not just on Thursday. So the Brady prop 0-10 ATS is on prime time, not just on Thursday. So we wanted to make sure we clarify that. Appreciate the contributions from everyone in the chat room as we are efforting to get get your comments up on the board, as we have got the set pretty much completed, but we want to still a bit more to get done here. I like Chris to do this control at some point. All right, guys, so that'll do it for tonight's show. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have all 8 cappers on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. Remember, it's game 1 of the Red Sox in Houston ALCS, as well as maybe we'll get a series pick on the Braves versus, will it be Dodgers or the Giants? There'll be some college football, a lot big card tomorrow, college football on Friday as well. So be sure to tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And don't forget about the morning show. It all gets started at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Friday with the morning show. Mitch, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, Joe Madden, and the YouTube members VIP. Great picks there. Follow the link below and get signed up. Let's bring in the crew for tonight's show. We're going to leave a wave. Good night to everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys